Hey guys, it's week 7 of Netflix Narratives, and this week we decided to do the Blacklist, which I have got to say is probably my second favorite show that we've watched thus far for this project that we're doing, and I think it's awesome. It's falling only behind this Sense8, which, I mean, you guys saw the video for that, so you know clearly how much I love that, and I'm just like freaking out about it. I've mentioned it in like all of the videos since then. But anyway, seriously, this is fantastic. I was a little iffy to watch it because I wasn't exactly sure what it was about, but it's really good. It's about this, like, I guess, old criminal. I'm not really exactly sure what he has done in the past. I don't know if that's going to be something we find out along the way, or maybe it's just something I missed, but he's sort of got this infatuation with the main character whose name is escaping me at the moment. Elizabeth, that's it. So he's got this infatuation with Elizabeth, and it's reminding me a lot of Hannibal, or The Silence of the Lambs, which actually came first. Great book. You guys should totally read the book. The movie was awesome too, but anyway, so it reminds me a lot of The Silence of the Lambs, and I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that because it's like spot on. The old criminal Reddington, I think he is pretentious, just like Hannibal. I mean, the biggest difference is that he doesn't eat people, but I feel like, I mean, maybe he did at some point. I don't know what he's like a criminal for. I don't know. And now that like you find out at the end of the first episode, so I don't really feel like I'm giving too much away, but you find out that her husband was some sort of like spy, or is a spy, or maybe it's something that this like Reddington dude is setting up for her to think. But now I feel like Mr. and Mrs. Smith got married with Hannibal, and they had a baby, and it's the Blacklist, but it's really awesome, so you should still totally watch it. But so far, I think that it's fantastic, clearly. So basically, the first episode starts, and it does a really, really good job of hooking you in at the beginning, and then it does an even better job of keeping you hooked in throughout the end of the episode. There were a couple parts when it ended, and I was like, wait, is this the end? And it kept going, and I was like, oh yes, there's more, cool. And so then like I got to the end of the episode, and then it was even more like, now I really need to know what happens next, and I think that I'm probably gonna continue watching when I finish recording this video, actually. So the biggest like flaw that I have with it, and the only reason that I'm bringing it up is because, you know, I feel like we're critiquing the series, but the biggest problem that I have right now is that in the first episode, she's like late to her first day of work, and she had like 4 days with she's worked for 4 years, I'm sorry, with the FBI, and she has all these great different qualifications and stuff, and she's late for her first day of work. I feel like that's just really weird, and I'm sorry, but if I'm working for the FBI, you better believe my ass is not going to be late on my first day of work. And I kind of feel like that was a little unrealistic for the character that they're trying to portray, but aside from that, I think that they're doing a really good job with their character development, and like the development of the relationship between Reddington and Elizabeth, and their kind of budding relationship that's happening because he knows something about her family that it doesn't really seem like she knows. We don't really know a lot about her or about her family. We know that she's got this scar that she said her dad gave her, and that's kind of all that we really know, aside from the fact that he was like some sort of criminal. And so that's going to be a really exciting storyline, I think, to figure out exactly what's going on there. And I don't really feel like I've got a whole lot more to say besides the fact that, you know, I really like it, and I think that it's definitely a must watch if you haven't already watched it. I've talked to multiple people well, I guess a couple of my friends, and they all said the same thing, that they think it's fantastic and they can't get over it, and that it's just so good. So it's definitely a must watch. If you haven't seen it, you probably know someone who has, who thinks it's awesome, so that means you should watch it. That's like, yeah, basically you should just watch it. I'm gonna make like one prediction here before I'm done. for the day. I think that her husband's gonna die. I think that, like, well, right now he just woke up from the coma, so I finished the 3rd episode, and now I'm recording this, and I'm gonna keep watching. But I really think that her husband's gonna die because that's just how these things sort of happen. The like significant other of the main character kind of like always dies because they have some sort of like trauma to go through, and the fact that this dude may or may not be leading a double life, that he's like a spy. I definitely think that he's gonna die.
Hey guys, so Netflix Narratives week, I don't know, 6, 7, 5, 6. I feel good about 6. I'm sorry it's so blurry. I don't understand, but I had this outfit on for something else and I feel like it's very Blacklisty, so I left it on. Check this vest out. Look, this is like Raymond Reddington top style. So, the Blacklist. Okay. I have watched the first 3 to 7 episodes of the show 8 to 12 times. I'm not even making exaggerations. This is real numbers. I love this show. It is a mystery. It is a puzzle. And you just never really know, like, is this stuff important? Is it trivial? Are they throwing in red herrings? Why does Red, James Spader, y'all, James Spader is the core of this show. He holds it. He's the glue that holds it together. I know I just got off track, but I need to say this. If they did not have James Spader as the lead on this show, it would not be going for a 3rd season on October 1st. Everyone else is good, but this, I don't want to be hateful. Okay, I'm sorry. Off track. Reddington picks Liz, and we don't know why. Y'all, I'm straight up in the about to be 3rd season, and I don't freaking know why he picked Liz. Drives me nuts. Like, why? There's a lot of internet that thinks it's a romantic interest. I feel like he definitely has fatherly feelings for her, but I'm not thinking he's her father. I think he's more like an uncle, or like he promised to protect her, or something like that, but he has definite paternal feelings towards her. Because if you watch James Spader, it's very different when he acts around other women on the show versus Megan Boone, who plays Liz. So this show is basically James Spader's a super bad criminal. He turns himself in. He's only willing to talk to Liz Keene, Megan Boone. They form a team, and he offers to give them blacklisters, big criminals that he has a whole book full of, for full immunity. And he gets to live his fancy little life and drink his fancy wine and stay in fancy hotels. He has his protectors. He has Dembe, y'all, Dembe. I cannot pronounce his name in real life, but he is a New York City firefighter. He is badass. Real life, acting, awesome. I'd feel so safe if Dembe was with me all the time. You've got other characters. They don't matter. I mean, they do. They do. If any of the cast ever watches this, I'm going to be like such a jerk. Anyway. Everybody's awesome. The whole show is awesome. Watch it. Love it. Make note cards. This is the kind of show that you could seriously, like, get yourself, like, a big old empty room and, like, put the yarn strings to connect all the dots and try to figure it out. Oh. Liz's husband, Tom. Oh, my gosh. I know when you first start the show, he's wearing, like, the glasses. He's not so cute. Hold on, because he becomes the hottest thing ever. No joke. Tom Keene, sexy. So stay with that story arc because it's gonna get crazy. Alright, y'all. James Spader, always a yes. Always a yes. And this show, mystery. I'm still in mystery. If you don't want a show that's gonna keep you in mystery for 200 to 700 years, I don't know how long, don't watch it. Because they're gonna give you little pieces, but they're never gonna let you have the whole puzzle. But if you like the intrigue, if you want to kind of be a little bit frustrated at the end of every viewing, get on it, watch it. I give it a big thumbs up. I think I've done that a couple times during this video. Watch it. I'm sorry, I'm really intense about the Blacklist. Okay, guys? Next week, we'll cover something else.